What if the key to everything you've ever wanted, success, respect, fulfillment, was about chasing opportunities, but about becoming someone opportunities chase? Picture this. A 58-year-old man named Robert, who spent years feeling stuck in a monotonous job, suddenly realized he wasn't attracting the life he wanted because he wasn't growing into the person who deserved it. One day, he decided to change, not by chasing promotions, but by becoming a person of value. Within 2 years, he was leading projects, mentoring others, and living with a renewed sense of purpose. That's the power of focusing on your own growth. Today, we're going to explore 4 essential ways to attract success by becoming a person of value. These steps are simple, practical, and deeply transformative. Let's begin this journey together, and I promise you won't want to miss a single moment. First, invest in your skills every single day. The world rewards those who bring something unique to the table. Your skills are like seeds. Plant them, nurture them, and they'll grow into opportunities you never imagined. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 53-year-old librarian from a small town in Ohio. She loved her job, but felt invisible in a world moving online. She saw younger colleagues adapting to technology while she struggled with outdated methods. Instead of giving up, she decided to learn website design. She started with free online tutorials, dedicating 30 minutes each evening after work. It was challenging. Her eyes strained from late-night screen time, and self-doubt whispered she was too old to start over. But Margaret persisted, practicing bit by bit. 6 months later, she built a website for her library, showcasing local history with photos and stories. That project caught the attention of a regional museum, which hired her to design their online exhibits. Today, she's a freelancer with clients across the state, earning more and feeling more fulfilled than ever. What skill could you learn today? It doesn't have to be complex. Maybe it's public speaking, budgeting, or even baking. Pick one thing. Commit to 15 minutes a day and watch how your value grows. The marketplace pays for value, and every new skill increases what you can offer. Start small, stay consistent, and you'll be amazed at the doors that open. Second, develop a mindset of service. Success isn't about what you can get. It's about what you can give. When you focus on solving problems for others, you become indispensable. Think of David, a 60-year-old retired mechanic in Sydney. After retirement, he felt aimless, like his best days were behind him. His tools gathered dust, and his days felt empty. One sunny afternoon, he overheard a neighbor struggling to fix a broken lawnmower. David offered to help, not for money, but because he could. That small act sparked something. His neighbor was so grateful that word spread, and soon others asked for his help with small repairs. David started teaching free repair workshops at the community center, sharing decades of knowledge. Those workshops didn't just fix machines, they built trust, friendships, and a sense of community. A local hardware store noticed his impact and offered him a part-time role as a consultant, giving him purpose and income. David's story shows that service doesn't require grand gestures. How can you help someone today? Maybe it's sharing a tip with a coworker, volunteering at a local charity, or simply listening to a friend in need. When you make others' lives better, you create a ripple effect. People notice, opportunities arise, and success flows back to you naturally. Start with one act of service, and watch how it transforms your perspective. Third, strengthen your relationships with intention. People are the bridges to your success, but only if you build those bridges with care. Let's talk about Susan, a 56-year-old nurse from London. She was skilled but felt overlooked for promotions. She worked hard, yet others seemed to climb the ladder faster. Frustrated, she realized she'd been so focused on her tasks that she neglected her connections. She decided to change that. Susan started small. She remembered colleagues' birthdays, asked about their families, and offered support during stressful shifts. One day, when a coworker was overwhelmed, Susan stayed late to help with patient charts. That act of kindness didn't go unnoticed. Over time, her colleagues became her biggest advocates, sharing stories of her reliability and warmth. When a supervisory role opened, her team recommended her unanimously to management. Today, she's a beloved leader, not because she demanded attention, but because she showed she cared. Relationships aren't about networking for gain. They're about genuine care. Who can you connect with this week? Send a thoughtful message, invite someone for coffee, or thank a mentor for their guidance. These small gestures build trust, and trust opens doors. Think of relationships as a garden. Tend to them regularly, and they'll flourish, carrying you toward success. Finally, commit to personal growth every day. Becoming a person of value means becoming the best version of yourself, not perfect, but always improving. Consider Tom, a 62-year-old accountant in Chicago. After decades of his career, he felt uninspired, like he was just going through the motions. He noticed younger colleagues were more engaged, and he felt left behind. Then, he read a book on emotional intelligence and decided to work on himself. He started journaling to understand his emotions, practiced patience with his family, and enrolled in an online leadership course. These weren't huge changes, but they were intentional. He learned to stay calm in tense meetings, listen more deeply to clients, and resolve conflicts with empathy. His colleagues noticed. He became the go-to person for advice. Soon, he was invited to mentor younger accountants, a role that reignited his passion and gave him purpose. Tom's growth wasn't just professional. It spilled into his personal life, making him a better husband and friend. What's one area you can improve? Maybe it's your patience, your health, or your ability to stay positive under pressure. Set a small goal, like reading 10 pages of a good book, walking 20 minutes, or practicing gratitude daily, and stick to it. Personal growth is like climbing a mountain. Each step forward, no matter how small, gets you closer to the peak. Over time, these efforts shape you into someone others are drawn to, someone who naturally attracts success. Take a quiet moment to reflect. What's one step you can take today to become a person of value? Maybe it's learning a new skill, helping a neighbor, reaching out to a friend, or working on your own growth. Success isn't a destination you chase. It's a reflection of who you become. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What resonated with you most, or what small action will you start today? If this message touched you, please give a like, subscribe to join our community of growth, and share this video with someone who needs a little inspiration. Every connection you make helps spread this journey of value further. Thank you for being here, and let's keep growing one small step at a time.